Okay, so what is Sunday Morning Joy Vijay? There's several first timers here. This is a three-part program that we have carefully crafted and refined over the last 6 years that I've been doing these live sessions. So I call this my soul tribe. There's an offline group as well. Well, not really offline, but not an inside timer. I have a WhatsApp group. Some 300 and something members are part of it, and we pick topics, and we've been gathering here, supporting each other. I would say really holding each other as we're walking, making our way home. And so this is includes three parts. We do some chanting to start with. We do some breath work. And then about a halfway into the hour, I do the deep end of the pool, which is the meditation. So why the first two parts? The first two parts is because it prepares the body, the brain, and the breath, so that once you get into the deep end of the pool, which is the meditation bit, that you're able to actually feel a transformative experience. And this is, we call it the hour of power. It's probably the most powerful hour of your week. And if you stay with the practice and not get distracted, and if you don't keep weighing options, which means thinking about what else you could be doing, and actually dedicate yourself, you will find this deeply rejuvenating. And that's why we've been gathering here, hundreds of us have been gathering here, like I said, for the past 6 years from around the globe. Oh, Tim found me on Simple Habit. Wow, that's way back in the deep in the pandemic. Actually, early pandemic is when that CEO of Simple Habit reached out to me and she said, "Hey, would you come and offer some classes?" Anyway, here, YouTube Live as well. I hope somebody's gone and checked out because these sessions are all recorded. Thanks for mentioning it, by the way, Malcolm. I do record for the last year or so. I've been recording because these things are topics that I've done, like I said, over 300 sessions. None of them ever repeat. It's one time in history, one time on the planet that we do these topics. But the beauty of technology is that we get to record this, we get to memorialize it and go back and revisit it because your friends, family, you want to go back and revisit yourself. It's all available to you for a replay. So on my channel, Meditate with Jay, you'll find it on YouTube if you want to go back to this practice again. All of this is going to be shared. How do I get a part of the WhatsApp group? So Lauren, the way you do that is on my Insight Timer profile, you will find there's a link where you can go find my Soul Tribe, the WhatsApp group. Do you do in-person events? Listen, we're going to talk about that. I do have a fantastic Zen dinner party. I don't know where you live. If you live anywhere near the Bay Area, we're going to talk about it. So, but it's been 9 minutes into it. Why don't we go ahead and jump into the practice? I'll share all of these. I'll answer all of these questions at the end of the session. But now, most of you are here for the practice, so let's honor that. And I appreciate you all being here. So, ask you to please not look at the chat. I'm not going to look at it. Once the practice begins, let's really take this time to focus on going inwards. What's our way here? And believe me, when you do the practice with sincerity, you're going to find it to be deeply reforming, transformative, and rejuvenating. I will give time to answer questions. I will end the session a few minutes before the top of the hour, so that way you will have a chance to go ahead and ask any of these questions, and we can have all kinds of conversations about the content, about anything else I offer in and outside of the Insight Timer platform, and so on. Okay, with that said, I ask that you find that comfortable posture, whatever that means for you. Go ahead and take a deep, comfortable breath as you're drifting your eyelids close. If you want to just go ahead and bring them to a soft gaze, looking down, or if you feel comfortable to completely shut the eyes, go ahead and do that now. So taking this breath deep into the belly and one more time. A long, slow, deep breath in, deep into the thoracic, into the abdominal cavity. And exhaling it out through the mouth. Gently roll your head from side to side while being mindful of every little muscle that's involved in this movement. Continuing to breathe nice and deep as we do this. Dear one, I want you to know that you are residing in the deep sigh of contentment of the universe. Now, I want you to take this next inhalation down to the very base of your spine, into what is referred to as the Kundalini, or the root chakra, where your tailbone ends, your sit bones are located. Breathe into this area, give it what it needs. This is your sense of safety. And as you exhale, I want you to release it with the sound of Lam. Now, breathing into the sacral chakra, which is a couple of finger spaces below your navel. Breathe in this area, soften and give it what it needs. This is your seat of satisfaction, Swadhisthana. And as you exhale now, I want you to release it with the sound of Vam. Now, breathing into the Manipura chakra, the solar plexus, just below where the rib cage ends and the soft tissue begins. This is your seat of confidence. So breathe into this area, give it what it needs, allow it to expand. And as you exhale, I want you to release it with the sound of Ram. Now, breathing into your heart center, Anahata chakra, the seat of the love that you are. And as you exhale, I want you to release it with the sound of Yam. Now, breathing into your throat center, the Vishuddha chakra, the seat of self expression. Let your voice be heard. Breathe deep into this area, and I want you to release it with the sound of hum. Now, breathing into the region of the third eye, the Ajna chakra, the seat of wisdom in this body. Breathing into this area, giving it what it needs and allowing it to expand. And as you exhale, I want you to release it with the sound of Sham. Now, breathing into the region of the Sahasrara, the top of the head, the tippy top, it's the portal to the divine. As you breathe in, allow this area to expand. And as you exhale, let's release it with the primordial sound of the universe, Om, together. Dropping this practice and noticing for yourself what this simple 6-minute exercise has done for you. Now, as we segue into the second phase of Sunday Morning Joy with Jay, we're going to do a pranayama practice. Pranayama stands for the art of cultivating life energy. It's an ancient wisdom practice, and it is from thousands of years ago. Here we're going to do something called Bandha Pranayama specifically. Bandha, lock, pranayama, the manipulation of breath work. So the manipulation of breath is going to happen in three phases. First, we're going to do 30 rounds of something called bow breathing. Bow breathing in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils, in with relaxation, out with stress. Go with the flow. Followed by holding your breath with empty lungs, exhaling and holding. First for 30 seconds, second round 40, sorry, first 30 seconds, second round 60, final round 90 seconds. Followed by inhaling and holding with a full pair of lungs for 15 seconds to cap out each round. These three consecutively increasing lengths is going to constitute this Bandha Pranayama practice for today. With that, let's go ahead and begin with bow breathing in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Go with the flow. In with relaxation, out with stress. Ten more rounds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and hold. 30 seconds. You can totally do this. Drop into the rhythm of your heartbeat. Can you feel your blood pulsating throughout your body? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 15 seconds. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let go, and a full cycle of breath in and out as we prepare for the second round of this Bandha Pranayama practice. Again, let's begin with 30 rounds of bow breathing in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Ten more. With this, believe in yourself. Ask yourself this question: what am I extremely grateful for in my life right now? We all have so many blessings. Can I make a list of 5 things that I'm grateful for in my life? We're almost there, folks. And then ask yourself, who am I grateful for in my life? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 15 seconds hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let go. A full cycle of breath in and out as we prepare for the third and the final round of this Bandha Pranayama practice. And let's begin with 30 rounds of bow breathing. In through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Go with the flow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and hold 90 seconds. Believe in yourself. You can do this. If you simply cannot hold, that's okay. Let go. And now I want you to feel the sensations in the soles of your feet. Coming up to the ankles. Can you feel your ankles right now? Your shins, your knees, your thighs, the buttocks, the largest muscle mass in your body. Now going up the spine from the back, the small of the back, the middle back, the shoulders. Now from the front, the belly, the chest, to the neck. From the back of the neck to the back of the head, to the top of the head, to the face, the entire face. Now, the entire body as one organism. Feel the sensations. We're almost there, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 15 seconds, final stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let go. A full cycle of breath in and out as we reintegrate with normal breathing. And as you do so, I want you to notice what this practice has done for you. Notice the slow pace of thoughts in your mind, the ease of your breath, and the lightness you may be feeling in your entire body. This is the power of pranayama. With the body prepared, the mind relaxed, and the breath deep, let's dive into the topic for today: sacred relationship reset. Love without losing yourself. If you haven't already done so, I invite you to go ahead and downshift your gaze or close your eyes as we deep into this powerful practice of self-healing. I'm going to go back about 2,700 years ago to the Upanishads, where there's a famous saying: truly, it is not for the sake of the husband that the husband is dear, but for the sake of the self that the husband is dear. Truly, it's not for the sake of the wife that the wife is dear, but for the sake of the self that the wife is dear. So this was a conversation between two rishis, two sacred teachers, Vajnavalkya to Maitreya. So 2,700 years ago, a sage looked at this beloved wife and told her that the most radical truth she has ever heard: you do not love me. You love the divine self that moves through me. And in all the centuries since, we have been forgetting this. We have been loving each other to the point of disappearing. Dear one, today, let's begin. Let the weight of the world that you carry, every role, every responsibility, every expectation, every place that you have made yourself small for someone else, let it all settle like dust that's finally coming to rest. Rest until the water becomes still. Now I want you to find the ground beneath you. It holds you completely. It doesn't ask anything of you for that. It does not need you to be warmer or more open or less complicated. The earth simply holds you just as you are right now. This is what unconditional love actually feels like. You have been resting in it your entire life without ever noticing. Now, I want you to bring to mind someone you love deeply. A partner, could be a parent, a child, a friend who knows you in the marrow. Let their face rise gently in your awareness. Not with longing, not with any ache or unfinished conversation, just their face, like a lamp seen through the fog. And now, quietly, honestly, ask yourself, where did I go? Where did I go? When did you begin to edit yourself before speaking? When did you start making your joy a little quieter so it won't disturb theirs? When did your needs learn to live in the hallway, always waiting, never invited in? It's not your fault. We were never taught that love has a center of gravity. We were told to give, to sacrifice, to pour out until empty. And so we have built relationships that are lavish on the outside and hollow at the core. We have loved generously with our absence. Now, here's an ancient truth that no one tells you. You cannot truly offer yourself to another person if you have already abandoned it. Sit with that for a second. You cannot truly offer yourself to another person if you have already abandoned it. Now I want you to place one hand gently on your heart. Can you feel it beating? That rhythm has never once asked your permission. It has never waited for you to feel worthy before it continued. Your heart knows how to sustain life. It has been doing it faithfully, quietly, without recognition, since the very beginning of this life. Dear one, this is the seat of the self that the ancient sages spoke of. Not ego, not the part of you that keeps score or rehearses arguments in the shower. The self that existed before your first relationship taught you to shrink. The self that is whole, whether someone chooses you today or not. Let yourself feel it now. That wholeness. It is quiet. It does not announce itself. It does not need to be fought for or earned or proven, because it simply is. And it's always been there, underneath every version of you that you have offered to another person, hoping they would hold it carefully. Now, I want you to imagine, what would your love look like if it came from this place? Not from a fear of abandonment, not from the old wounds that say, if I do not give everything, I will be left, but from a place of fullness, from the overflow of a soul that has chosen itself first, not selfishly, but sacredly. That kind of love does not cling, it does not shrink or perform. It does not keep secret ledgers of what it gave and what it received. It loves with open hands, freely, because freedom is what it is made of. A relationship reset does not mean walking away, it means walking back, back to yourself. It means sitting down inside your own life and saying, I live here. This is my home. And it's from here I will love you. See if you can feel in this moment the version of you that never left. The one who was always here, watching you pour yourself into the world, waiting patiently to be reclaimed. That version of you is not wounded. That version of you is not angry. That version of you is simply radiant. And this part of you has a question for every relationship in your life. And that question is, does this love make me more myself or less? Does this love make me more myself or less? You do not have to answer this now. Let it settle. Let it settle like rain into soil. It will grow something true in you in its own time. Now I'm going to speak some affirmations that I wanted to ring deep inside you. Let it reverberate in every cell and bone in your body. First, I'm not a half searching for my other half. I am whole, and I choose to love from that wholeness. Second, my needs are not a burden. My boundaries are not walls. They are the sacred architecture of a soul that knows its own worth. Number three, I return to myself again and again without shame, because the love I give the world can only be as deep as the love I give myself. And as we bring this practice to a close, I want to leave you with a question to sit with. If the relationship in your life that most needs healing is the one you have with yourself, what is the one truth you have been too afraid to speak? And what becomes possible in your other relationships the moment you finally speak it? What is the one truth you have been too afraid to speak? And what becomes possible in your other relationships the moment you finally speak it? Now, as we bring this practice to a close, I want you to bring your palms together in prayer position at your heart center, Anjani Mudra. And gently tuck your chin towards the heart space in a posture of gratitude. Gratitude for what we have received. And then I want you to rub your palms. The palms are an energy vortex, and as you rub your palms, you're igniting the chi, the prana to flow, and you'll feel a nice warm ball of energy well up between your palms. And when you feel that, I want you to go ahead and cup your eyes, one with each palm, and bless yourself. I am fortunate, truly blessed. I am lucky. I attract amazing people into my life. I attract wonderful ideas. I attract incredible opportunities. I attract love. I attract health. I'm guided by love. I give everywhere I go, even if it's only a smile. My abundance overflows to those around me. I love my life. I am the M in magic. I'm unstoppable. I welcome wealth into my life at the intersection of light and matter. I welcome wealth into my life as life giving life and life sustaining life. I welcome wealth to my life as manifestation of truth, goodness, and beauty in this world. Now, gently bringing your palms back to prayer position at your heart center. I thank you for joining me in this practice today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And just at your own time, I invite you to go ahead and drop your palms and ever so gently open your eyes. And as you're doing so, I ask you to summarize how you're feeling right now in one word. Now I invite you to go ahead and share that one word when you're ready in the chat. So I'm seeing profound, peaceful, euphoria, aligned, magic, emotional, grateful, strengthened, calm, peaceful, optimistic, free, relieved, assurance, hopeful, free, grateful, hopeful, contemplative, lighter, peaceful, love, courageous, love, centered, etc., etc. Congratulations, dear one. You showed up for yourself. You made yourself number one on your priority list. And as they always say, you can only pour what's in your teacup. So you took the time to fill your teacup. This is your hour of power. And I invite you to make this a not one thing that you do when Jay shows up every other weekend, but make this a daily ritual. The pranayama, the chanting, the meditation, the journaling, if that is helpful to you. Make this a routine, and you will see that you will be developing a beautiful relationship with yourself and everything around it, as you saw, as you heard today. The relationships outside of it are centered and predicated on this relationship that you have with yourself, and it begins with loving yourself. So thank you so much. Now go ahead and ask any questions. I appreciate you being very focused, and I told you that I will give you time at the end of this session to open it up for any comments, questions, anything else that you want to ask about either this session or everything else that I offer, any clarification on what was spoken today. Thank you so much. I appreciate all these words of gratitude that are being shared here in this chat here. And I will be, wow, okay. So I'm hearing from a lot of people who've been with me for years. I do appreciate your comments, and thank you for the donations that you're making on the app. Appreciate it. I received so much love from this practice. Fantastic, Margaret. Well, welcome, Sonia. Sonia has, by the way, requested a topic for next time I'll be live. It's already published on Insight Timers. You can go ahead and sign up for it. I believe at the end of this session, it'll give you the option to sign up for the next one. So that's her request. And I also ask that you please drop in your request for topics. I told you that I've never ever repeat a topic. It's always the first time and the last time I will be speaking about a certain subject and the way it is spoken. You know, there's obviously plenty of topics that I have covered, over 300 of them, and they're all available for you to revisit either on Insight Timer or on my YouTube channel. I also mentioned to you that I have this WhatsApp group, and some of you were asking earlier, how do you find it? It's on my Insight Timer profile. If you're watching it on YouTube, it'll be in the description below. Go ahead and join there's about 300 and something people there. Are there tracks of chant in the Bandha Pranayama? Kate, yes. So when we finish this session, so this is being recorded live, it's been transmitted live right now on YouTube, and that gets saved, and you will have two versions to use after this, every session that I do. The first one is going to be the entire length of this process, so it'll be all the commentary, all my chit-chat with you guys, including the Bandha Pranayama and the chanting. Then my assistant will edit out, and she will just create the meditation portion. Loving yourself, that part of it, that was the topic for today. And that becomes available as a separate video, again, on my YouTube channel. All of this is going to be on my YouTube channel, Meditate with Jay. And then you can go ahead and subscribe to it, and you can follow along and use it and share it, whatever you want to do with it. Feel free. Okay, and somebody asked this question earlier today about my offline events. Do I do things in person? Yes, absolutely. I used to do retreats, and Jules is here. She helped me to organize, and Jules has gotten busy, and I haven't done any retreats since. My gift to the world is I'm happy to give my time and my the God-given blessings of me being in the monastery for 18 years and all of the skills I've learned. But I do not have time to go through all the organizational pieces and, you know, calling up places and booking and this and that registrations, and you want an east-facing bedroom or a south-facing, you know, chair or what have you. That's not a good use of my time. So I've not been doing retreats. At least I haven't done one this year. I don't think I've done one this year. The last one was last year that Jules helped me organize in Monterey on the beach in California. Yes. Are you having the dinner on August 8th? Yes. I thank you for BD for bringing that up. Yes, I am hosting the Zen dinner party. Some of you know that I host these quarterly gatherings. Used to be monthly, but I just again don't have time, so I've made it quarterly. The next Zen dinner party, which includes Bollywood dancing. Okay, so not just meditation and good food. It's dance. It's a beautiful sunset walk. It's my friends who own a beautiful estate with a vineyard at the back in Marin County, one of the most beautiful parts of the world, Marin County, California. It's going to be on August 8th. I am working with my assistant to get that invitation out. This is 5 to 9 p.m., so it's a Sunday evening. And go ahead and book your calendars. I will send out an invite. You can unblock it. I will only have 25 people that day. So it's first come, first serve. So keep an eye out for that. It should be out this coming week because I sent her all the info last week to get that event published and ready. So with that, anything else? Thank you, Yuta, for sharing sharing the WhatsApp. How do you find the Soul Tribe? Anything else that you want me to talk about before I called this a day? Okay, folks, with that, I thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for being part of this beautiful Soul Tribe. Please share again the statement when you mentioned about abandoning self. So, Shabet, I don't know, it's 15 minutes of guided practice. I don't know which statement you're talking about, but like I said, this is available. Um, Wait, August 9th is the Sunday. So, BD, thank you. So, it must be a Saturday. So, I'm pretty sure it is August 8th. It will be a Saturday. So, it's right after I come back from my trip with my mom. I'm taking her to Alaska on a cruise. So, I do know it's that first weekend after I get back with her. She will be at this thing. So those of you who haven't met my mom will have. Mom, are you there online? By the way, she usually joins, but it's kind of late. It's 10:30 in India right now. But she will be visiting me in July, and in August, after my trip to Alaska with her, I will be hosting this gathering. Like I said, is a beautiful, beautiful place, and the sun sets right there. So this house is on a mountaintop, and you can look over the valley, and the sun sets there. It's just gorgeous. I know some of you came to it when I did it, and I believe in 2021. Wow, exactly 5 years ago, I did the same Zen dinner party. So those of you in the Bay Area, most welcome. Like I said, I will be sending out a link on my Soul Tribe WhatsApp group in a few days. All right? You cannot truly offer yourself if you have abandoned it. BD, oh my God, you people are amazing. You, I don't know how you take notes while I hope you're focusing on it and not just taking notes. Anyway, great. I'm glad you picked up what Shabet was asking about. But yeah, it's all going to be available, like I mentioned, after this as a recording perpetually. Much after I'm in this world, much after you're in this body. That's one of the things, incredible things about technology. This stuff is memorialized forever. With that said, with all the love in my heart, I wish you all have an amazing next couple of weeks. So those of you who are first timers here, I do these sessions every other week. I used to do them every day when the pandemic happened, and now we're at the cadence of I can do this. I can manage to give time every other week. So it's be same time, same place in a couple of Sundays. And so, like I said, right after we log off here, you will see the link to register for the next topic. And I shall see you all again at that time. And until then, be strong, go shine your light, and be well.